Good morning, guys. It is Friday. Today is not going to be a daily vlog. I have some things to talk to you about, and no, it's not that my kitchen is so messy. No, it is not. I'm gonna make some coffee. We're gonna go out on the balcony. I'm gonna talk about some stuff that I've wanted to talk about for a very, very long time. So let's go. Also, thank you guys all for the lovely comments about my hair. Still in love with it. It looks like, I feel like it looks better in a camera than it does in real life. But I've decided next time I go to the hairdresser, I'm going for this Khloe Kardashian blonde. I think it'll suit me, but it's not gonna be for like a few months because I need to make sure my hair stays healthy. Okay, let's get back to the coffee making. Hopefully Ariel can hold the amount of coffee that I just poured in there. And then let's chat. Okay guys, so I'm out on my balcony. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Hopefully my camera doesn't turn off. I just like filmed a bunch of stuff and then my camera just decided to turn off. I really hope it's not dying because I cannot afford to buy a new camera right now. You guys know from the title of this video, I'm going to talk about my Beachbody experience. I was a coach for 9 months. I'm gonna talk about my Beachbody experience, why I joined, what my experience was like, why I ended up quitting, and why I wouldn't really recommend it to kind of anyone who asks me for help on their fitness journey. I've been really hesitant to make this video because I did make a lot of friends on my team when I was a coach. But I also kind of just want to set the record straight because I see so many people online who I feel like they're just looking for a magic solution, kind of like I was, to their struggles, and Beachbody does a really good job in making you think that they are the magic solution and that their shakes are the magic solution. And I really just want to put my 2 cents out there. Coffee break. I got this like Italian sweet creamer. I can't decide if I like it or not. I think there's like a fine line with like putting too much in. I joined Beachbody as a coach in January of, I think it was January. It was either January or just end of December 2016. And I joined at a time in my life when I really did need it. I was living in Canada for 6 months. I put on a ton of weight and I just couldn't do it on my own. I had nobody really in my life to lean on with health and fitness stuff because Gary's not really into that. He's like the most secure person I know. And I just didn't really have that accountability that I knew I needed. I tried Weight Watchers, but I didn't like my group, so I ended up quitting. And I just decided to try the Beachbody route out. So I started Beachbody with the 21-day fix and Shakeology in January. And I quickly kind of transitioned from just joining, wanting to do the workouts and wanting to lose weight with it, to wanting to make a business out of it. And I feel like that's why a lot of people do join. I know a lot of people join for the discount, but I mean, guys, also, if they're trying to tell you to join as a coach for the discount, you do not save that much money with the discount. Like, I think you save like $9 or a month or something like that. Like, I know all the coaches will be out to get me in the comments. I'm sure my stats are not accurate. I haven't been a coach since September. But you do save, I think, what was it, like 25% on Shakeology, but then you also have like the coach's fee. So you don't save that much. So don't fall into that trap of being a discount coach because no. So I quickly transitioned from being someone who just wanted to lose weight with Beachbody to someone who wanted to build a business with Beachbody. And I had Pretty on POPCO at the time, and I had a pretty good following on social media. So I think it just came a little bit easier for me. I feel like looking back, I do regret doing it because I feel like I put a lot of like power into this product that I truly didn't know too much about. Like, I think I was a coach for, I know I hit diamond status, whatever, like who cares, in like 30 days or like a month or something, which basically means, I don't even remember, you have a bunch of coaches underneath you or something like that. So I kind of regret how I did it because in those 30 days, yeah, I reached diamond status, but I think I lost like 5 pounds and then gained them back again. Like, I was kind of putting my faith in this product that I didn't 100% know a lot about, and that is something that I really regret, and it's something that I would never do again. Like, I would never like recommend a product unless I knew 100% that it was going to work long term, not just short term. And that's one point I want to get across in a minute. I have no structure to this video. You guys know I never have structure to my videos. I just like to kind of talk. Yes, I hit diamond status pretty early. I did pretty well with the whole business side of things. But then I don't know, I just kind of started to think about it. I feel like in my whole 9 months of being a Beachbody coach, I kept losing the same 9 pounds and gaining it back again. So I started to kind of just like think about the whole Beachbody idea of things, and I was like, do you know what, like, I'm promoting this product that it doesn't actually work for me. Like, I am telling people this is how you are going to finally lose weight. These people who are desperate for a solution and desperate for support, which I can give them the support, but I can't necessarily give them the solution, especially when it wasn't a solution for me. And I just kept kind of thinking about that in the back of my mind. Before we get into why I quit, well, this is actually a reason why I quit. So I'm going to talk about the problems that I had with the whole Beachbody structure, and kind of what you're supposed to do as a coach, and stuff like that. So first of all, I think the fact that they promote Shakeology as like this magic shake that will cure all of your problems in your body is a bunch of bullshit. Shakeology, if you look at the nutritional information, it's actually really high in carbs. It tastes disgusting unless you add things to it. I could never drink it unless I added half a banana, peanut butter, and almond milk and ice. Sometimes I added spinach for those extra nutrients, even though, you know, it's so full of nutrients, you don't need to add anything to it. But you guys, it tastes disgusting unless you add anything to it. So basically I was drinking like 400 calories of carbs every day. I don't give a crap what they say about all of the friggin' superfoods or whatever that it has. I don't care. I think that's a bunch of bullshit too, if you ask me. I see a lot of posts online of people saying that it cured X, Y, and Z. I saw a post where somebody said that it fixed, I think their cholesterol levels went down. Like, people are basically saying that it cures a lot of their hormonal imbalances, and it kind of just helps them in that respect. I think that is a bunch of bullshit, because if you are starting Beachbody, clearly you probably don't have a very clean diet. I mean, let's be real. If you're looking for a solution to lose weight and to get healthier, you probably don't have a clean diet to begin with. So if you suddenly change up your diet and you clean up your diet and you start living a healthy lifestyle, you will have less medical problems. Like, you can naturally lower your cholesterol without this magic shake. You do not need this shake to lose weight or to reach your goals or to be healthy. Like, it is absolutely 100% not necessary. And I really want to stress that, because there are no shakes in the world that are necessary. There's this thing that I like to call real food that I feel like people forget about, that is way cheaper, way more nourishing. Like, I was always freaking hungry after Shakeology. Have some chicken. Have some chicken and a handful of spinach. I'm just saying. So the fact that they promote Shakeology as the be all end all, like, cure for everything, cures cancer probably now, is absolutely ridiculous. I do not agree with that in the slightest. Another thing that I really didn't like was, I will say, one positive, I do really actually like their workouts. They are short, but for somebody who is short on time, their workouts are really good. So if you are looking for a new workout routine, they have like Beachbody on Demand, I think, which I do think is pretty awesome. Like, I've thought about getting Beachbody on Demand myself, again, even though I quit Beachbody and I really am not a huge fan. I do like the workouts. So I will give them that in that respect. Their workouts are good. Shout out to Shanti, he's one of my faves. One of the problems that I found with their programs was that I feel like they were never focused on the long term. You would do these programs, like I'm gonna take the 21-day fix, for example, and Autumn would be talking about, we're going to get you the body of your dreams in just 21 days. It's not about long-term consistency. It's not about changing your lifestyle for the long term. It's all about, if you can get through these 21 days, you will have the body you've always dreamed of. Guys, that is not realistic. Even if you are starving yourself, which is never recommended, you will not get the body of your dreams in 21 days. Like, that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Not only would you hear that in the workouts, but you would also see that in coaches' posts. And I've noticed that, like, it really makes me sick when I see it, because coaches will post like day 3 of 21 or day 5 of 21 or only 3 days left, and I'm like, okay, but what happens after those 21 days? Are you just going to stop? Because that's what I did when I was a coach. I would get through my 21-day fix, and then because I was restricting myself so much with my diet, I would just eat everything that I'd been craving, because I wasn't even allowing myself to have anything that I was craving. Because Shakeology does not cure your cravings, you guys. It does not. I don't care who says it does. It does not cure your cravings. Shakeology does not taste like pizza, okay? It doesn't. It just doesn't. So that was my big thing. Like, I am very much in this, like, I very much support the idea of long-term lifestyle change rather than short-term solutions. And I feel like that's a really good marketing ploy on their part, because today's society, like, nobody wants to think that they're gonna have to exercise for the rest of their lives, or they're gonna have to eat healthy for the rest of their lives. They want the short-term solution. So, I mean, props for marketing, but no props for actual life. The short-termness of everything really still irks me, and I won't lie, I only follow a few, very few Beachbody coaches on Instagram anymore, because I just can't look at the posts that they post. I follow some of my friends, and that's about it. Yeah, long term, Shakeology tastes disgusting. The workouts are good. Next, I wanted to get into the whole sales aspect of everything. Beachbody had this power hour structure that you were supposed to be doing every day, where you were supposed to be reading personal development, messaging people, and posting on social media. I think those were the 3 things. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I can't even imagine the comments I'm gonna get on this video, but whatever. Basically, the idea is that you have to cold message people. And I posted something on my Facebook the other day, which was like, friend I haven't talked to in 4 years messages me on Facebook, hey, long time no see. And then, like, in your head, you're like, this is a trap. And then your friend is like, so have you heard of Beachbody? And it's so true, and it makes me sick. Like, I couldn't, like, this was one part of Beachbody that I really couldn't come to do. Like, I am not the type of person to just like cold message someone and be like, hey, buy my shit. Like, I am not that type of person. I was very much of the sense that I would post about stuff, and if somebody was interested, I would message them about it. I was never one to just like randomly message someone. I think I tried it a few times, but it actually made me nauseous, and I just couldn't do it, because I know if I was on the other side of that, I would be so disgusted. And I would also, like, I didn't want people to think that I didn't care about them. Like, I didn't want them to think that, like, I was literally only their friend to try and sell them Beachbody stuff, because that's not what I'm about, and that's really gross, and you should be ashamed of yourself if that's true. Cold messaging aspect of things was not my forte, was not something that I'm okay with, and to be honest, I don't think anybody should be okay with it. I don't care what type of hustle you have. I don't think anybody should be friends with somebody on social media just to gain revenue or to gain like exposure in that sense. I think that's really gross. I'm talking about Facebook, by the way. Obviously, like, you can like follow people on Instagram because Instagram's different, but personal people on Facebook where you're like seeing into their lives and they're seeing more of your life, I don't think that's gross. It's just gross. I will say the social media posting part, I did find pretty easy because I just took selfies all the time, took videos of my workouts, posted on social media, but again, I look back on my posts, and because I was being told to post this stuff, I just see the fakeness behind it, you know what I mean? Like, and I look at people's posts who are coaches now and I just see the fakeness behind it. Like, I'm thinking, like, do you really want to be posting this right now? Are you really smiling so big because you have a Shakeology cup in your hand? Like, do you really need to tell people every single time you finish a workout and how great it was and how awesome it is that it's only 30 minutes long and how you only have 7 days left of your program? Like, I don't know, I just think it is so weird. And a lot of times we were told to post things that would make us seem more relatable. Like, post an opinion of something and be like, oh, who's with me, or am I right or am I wrong, or like post things that like people would like relate to. What if I don't want to be relatable? Like, I just think it's so fake. And now when I see people who I follow, even people on my team, I can't follow some people who are on my team because I just see the fakeness behind everything, and it just makes me so sad that their business can't be, one, authentic, and two, that like their lives are just this fake story. It's just really, I just really don't like it. Now I want to talk about the dietary aspect of it. So when I was doing a lot of the programs, the diets are very, very restrictive, and they're very generalized, and they kind of make you think that like they're not only just a losing weight kind of diet. I feel like it's very much clean eating diet, and I feel like for a lot of people that's not sustainable, and that's a lot of reasons why people fall off the bandwagon, because they feel like they have to give up all of their favorite foods. So for me, I found the diets very, very restrictive. I'm definitely not the type of person that can just like cut something out of my diet and I will be fine for the rest of my life. Like, I'll eventually get over it. Like, I have cravings. I like to eat pizza. I like to eat ice cream. I like to eat what I like to eat, and I'm not going to give that up to lose weight. And to be honest, in the 9 months that I was a Beachbody coach, I lost and gained the same 9 pounds. Every time I did a program, I would lose and gain the same 9 pounds before and after. And since I've stopped being a Beachbody coach and I've kind of taken my diet into my own hands and my workouts into my own hands, I've lost 30 and I've kept it off. So, I mean, take with that what you will. I've been eating ice cream and pizza and cookies and popcorn, and like the bad popcorn, the caramel popcorn. I've been drinking, I've been doing all of this, and yeah, I think their diet is too restrictive and not maintainable long-term to a lot of people. I don't think that they're bad for everyone. I've seen a lot of people who have had tons of success following their programs, but I feel like for a lot of people who think this is the be-all and end-all, that this is what you have to do to lose weight and reach your goals, it could be detrimental to your mental health when you fall off the bandwagon and you will think, I can't do this, when no, you can, it's just not the way for you. I feel like this is the most unorganized video in the history of the world. I'm rambling. I should have like made a script or something like that. I'm really hoping I'm not forgetting anything. Ultimately, what made me quit was that I started to feel a ton more pressure to keep up with the business aspect, because I did kind of grow my business in such a short time. I was pretty important to the success of the team, and trying to keep up with that was a bit ridiculous. Like, I feel like every week I had a coach who wanted to quit because I feel like my heart wasn't in it, so I wasn't giving my heart to my coaches, and ultimately they wanted to quit. And I feel like every week I was like scrambling to get another coach, which is ridiculous, because it just, I shouldn't be no, it's just ridiculous. Like, it was like every Wednesday night I was freaking out because I didn't want to let my team down, because I didn't want to drop my status, and I was like freaking out trying to find another coach to sign up. Like, that, it just really opened my eyes into the whole like, why are you doing this sort of thing. And ultimately that's kind of what made me look at everything that had happened in the past 9 months and look and realize, like, I really don't need this, nor do I want this in my life. So that is ultimately why I wanted to quit. If you are approached by a Beachbody coach, they will try and tell you that you can make a crap ton of money in a short amount of time, and you could go on all these vacations and you can get all this stuff paid for you, you can quit your job and stuff like that. Yes, it is possible for all of these things to happen. It is possible. People have done it. Definitely possible. But if you think about all of the coaches that are Beachbody coaches, how many of them have actually been able to quit their jobs? Like, you need to think about the grand scheme of things. Like, I feel like it's kind of the same with anything in life. Like, you can start at an entry-level job in Google and you can work your way up to CEO. Yeah, that's possible. So is quitting your job being a Beachbody coach. So is quitting your job being a Sensi person. I don't even know what that is, but I just see it on my Facebook. I mean, you can do anything, but I mean, the fact of the matter is, the odds are that it's going to be a lot harder than that person is telling you, and it's not going to be that easy. So, I mean, don't kind of take what these people are saying at face value, is basically what I'm trying to say. I want to say in my 9 months of being a coach, I think I made about $5,000, which is pretty good. Like, it's not bad. But I did spend a lot of money on Shakeology every month, and on the programs and stuff. And at the end of the day, like the business side of things, and the fact that I actually didn't lose weight from it and I just wasn't enjoying the whole process of it, was ultimately what made me quit it. So I wasn't in the headspace to continue on in the hopes of quitting my job, even though I had pretty on POPCO anyway, and I have no plans to close that ever. So, and the other final point that I want to make is that all of these companies who are trying to sell you something, whether it be It Works, Beachbody, wraps, shakes, diet pills, do not buy diet pills, guys. They do not work. They are ridiculous. Basically, any of those, there is no one size fits all. What works for someone might work for you, but it also might not work for you. And I don't think you need to take this marketing and kind of let it go to your head and let yourself believe that this is my only option. You know what I mean? Like, there are options for you. There are free options for you. There are tons of workouts on YouTube that you can watch for free. Fitness Blender is an amazing YouTube channel that has free workouts for you to do. There's tons of nutritional information online that you can look at for free. You do not need these things to reach your goals, and that is something that I want to seriously stress to you. You do not need to spend an extra penny to reach your goals. All you need is belief in yourself and consistency, and that will get you there. So please remember that, and please remember that next time you are approached by a Beachbody coach, because they're real good at pretending that this is like a magic pill, but guys, it's really not. I hope I can edit this in a way that makes sense. Hopefully. It's just something that I've wanted to talk about for a really long time, and something that I've wanted to get off my chest. If you were a coach and you quit too, like, leave your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to know. I'd love to chat with you guys about it. I hope this didn't come across as bashy, because it's bashy to a certain extent, but it's not to individual people, which is what I wanted to avoid. But yeah, if you have any thoughts, leave them in the comments. If you were a coach in the past, leave them in the comments. I'm sure I will get a lot of coaches commenting on this, being like, you're wrong, but I don't care. If you haven't already, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and leave me a comment down below, because it really helps my channel get seen by new people. And I will see you on Monday with a new video. I'm gonna vlog tomorrow, so I'll see you then.